Avatar: Fire and Ash is a 2025 film by James Cameron that is currently in theaters right now. And I went and saw it yesterday, and here are my thoughts, I guess. Just to quickly let you know, this video is going to be completely spoiler free. I'm not going to be talking about any spoilers for Avatar: Fire and Ash. You can watch this to hopefully help you make up your mind whether you want to go see it or not. So I want to make 3 key points about this movie, and the first point is that the VFX and the CGI throughout this were just absolutely breathtaking. I mean, I'm talking like probably top 5 movies that I've ever seen in terms of CGI. It's very, very good. It's unprecedented, I would personally argue. It's very, very good. Motion capture technology is used like never before in this movie, and it's very, very good on that front. My second point, and this is more of an opinion helper to hopefully help you decide whether or not you want to go watch this. I think if you liked the first 2 movies, you're gonna like this movie. You're probably, most likely, gonna have a good time. You're gonna enjoy the big action spectacles. You're gonna enjoy the character drama, and you're going to have a good time with this movie. It's going to be a good theatrical experience for you. My third and final point, and no, this is not the video fixing to cut off, because this final point has a couple sub-points in it. My third and final point is that I would like to clarify, I do not hate this movie. I do not hate this movie at all. But I didn't like it very much either. And here's why. I want to go over some of the reasons why I didn't really care for this movie that much. Like the first 2 movies, I did not feel drawn into the story. I did not really at any point, bar the third act, find myself caring for characters very much. And even in the third act, I only found myself really caring for about 3 characters. The fact that the world is so beautiful, the fact that the CGI is very, very good, I do think draws a lot of people to this film. And admittedly, it drew me to the film, but then the story kind of like drew me a little away from the film, just because I found the story very, very repetitive. It was basically, and this isn't getting into spoilers, this is pretty apparent by the trailer, it is basically the Sully family tries to do something and then gets attacked for like 3 hours and 15 minutes. And I would like to clarify, that is a gross oversimplification of the plot. But when you really boil the plot down to that, it is basically the Sully family gets attacked trying to do something because they're in a war with the, I believe, RDA is the company that is trying to attack them and trying to capture them. I had a hard time, again, like I said before, connecting to characters other than in the third act. In the third act, I did find myself caring for Jake as a character. I did find myself caring for Neytiri as a character. And I did find myself caring for Spider as a character, because I think he does actually have some good opportunity to grow. But all of the other characters kind of sort of feel flat. And especially for a 3-hour, 15-minute movie, I was really kind of hoping to get some more character development for other characters. But I know that there was some character development, but it felt a bit forced. I just didn't really find myself drawn to any characters, again, other than in the third act. Okay, and this is like nitpicking a little, because in terms of story, I try not to comment on the story of the movie a whole ton, because story is very, very subjective. But there's a point in this movie. For one, I would like to clarify, this movie is 3 hours, 15 minutes long. That was already a chore to sit through. There is like a 40 or 45 minute departure in this movie where basically, again, I'm not going to spoil anything, something happens that it feels like they could have so easily just not done, because the characters would have gotten there anyways without this instance happening. And I can say this without spoiling things. It's 2 characters get captured, right? And that whole departure as I was watching it. I was like, this is a cool fight scene. This is a pretty good fight scene. But it doesn't feel necessary. It doesn't feel important. It feels like a 45-minute departure from the main story. It feels like they are going on an unskippable side quest, which it just felt aggravating that the movie already felt long and then that started happening, and I was like, oh wow, we're really gonna spend 45 minutes on this. That's fascinating. And a final little pet peeve I want to give about the movie. This has nothing at all to do with the movie, but it did hamper a little bit of my enjoyment of the overall experience of going and watching the movie. They didn't show any trailers before this. It just launched right into the movie. No Odyssey trailer. No Doomsday trailer. Nothing. And that's really stinking aggravating. So, to conclude things, if you take one thing away from this review, I want it to be this. If you liked the first two movies, go watch this. If you are a fan of world building and large action set pieces and incredible VFX, go give this a try. I think you're gonna like it. I think it's gonna be up your alley. If you didn't care about the first two movies that much, you might not care about this one that much. I was kinda in that boat. I have just never been a massive fan of the Avatar franchise, and even if I was a massive fan of the Avatar franchise, I do feel like this would be a slight step down from Avatar 1 and 2. That's just my own personal opinion, and that's just the sentiment I've seen generally shared online. But again, this is not a bad movie. I would even argue that this is a good movie. However, I just personally didn't like it that much. I would give it 3.5 stars out of 5 stars, and here's my review on the screen if you're interested in more in-depth thoughts. I don't think I went into that in-depth thoughts in my written review, but you can see that anyways. I did not leave a like on the movie because I honestly cannot say that I would rewatch it unless someone wanted to rewatch it with me and was asking to watch it. Those are my thoughts and opinions. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Have you seen Avatar Fire and Ash? If you have, let me know what you thought of it in the comments down below. And if you haven't, consider going and watching it. Consider supporting your theater. Even if it isn't an absolutely amazing movie that blows you away, that knocks your freaking socks off, that makes you just feel alive and whatnot, then at least go support your local theater. If you're not going and seeing Avatar Fire and Ash, go see something else this weekend just to support your theater, if you are able to, of course. Thank you all so much for watching this review, and if you want to see what I thought about Five Nights at Freddy's 2, that review is on the screen right now. Thank y'all for watching. I'll see y'all later.